Why did Eleanor Roosevelt start from the home? From your home, from the small room that you're sharing with your friends or with your family? Yes. Why did she start with a small community? She could have mentioned the university, or the company, or the factory. But she started with the home, the small room. That builds, thank you very much. So this is the first what? First what? Reason. It's very enough. The first? Yes. The first contact that you have. It's the first contact that you have. At the beginning, when you're sharing the room with your brother or your sister, you have to learn and to deal with the daily challenges. You have to learn how to live in this society. Later you move to high school, to university, and you have to share the room with students. And that's a challenging experience. Do you believe it's a challenging experience? What have you learned from it? Too many things. I do believe that you probably learned more things than what you have learned from your own family. Because at home you have a father or a mother who are playing the role of the judge. But when you go to the home and you have to deal with students who come from different regions and different backgrounds and different mentalities, you've probably different vision of life and you have to live together. But when you learn from that small society at the dorm or here at university, later at work, you can deal with those challenges. The universal aspect or concept or vision of this human rights becomes concrete. You can talk about universal vision if you can't deal with daily problems, if you don't know your rights. Do you believe you know your rights? Do you believe you do know your rights? Do you know your rights? Yes, I do believe I know mine. I don't know. Why are you so confident? Are you supposed to be confident while talking about your rights? Are you supposed to be confident with it? You don't know all your rights, but you have to protect the rights that you have, the rights that you know. So what is the most important sentence in this paragraph? The most important one. What if I told you you have to choose one? Just one. What if I gave you this paragraph and told you choose one? The last paragraph. Let's read again. Really? Do you believe in the last one? So she said, where, after all, do universal human rights begin? This is a legitimate question. Where do they begin? In small places, close to home. This does not mean that you have, if you're coming from Sidi Bouzid or from Sfax or from Sousse, that this small place should be in Sfax or in Sidi Bouzid, okay? Take it metaphorically, do not understanding the way it is, okay? So close and so small that they cannot be seen on any maps of the world. Remember that this was written, was drafted at the time when Google Earth, yeah, it exists. Thank you very much. Google Map. Yet, they are the world of the individual person. They are the world of the individual person. Remember this sentence very well. This is one of the most important things. They are the world of the individual person. They are the society, the first society. The first people that you will have to deal with, the daily challenges that will teach you and give you an idea about your own rights that you will have to protect. The school, college he attends, or she attends, You see, at the time we used to say he. Okay? I just say he or she. In this case, she, because 90% of the students. They're just a minority here in class. Okay. So, the factory, farm, office, where he works. I have a question. Why did you lady talk about the school, the home first, your room at home, the school, the college, the factory, the farm, and the office? Why is it important for Eleanor Roosevelt to mention all the locations?
It's organized because people don't
Organized? Not necessarily. Let's
all category of works because people work in different places.
Thank you. This universality is reflected in her own speech. You have to be able to understand this. And this is why we are reading this and analyzing this again and again. It's very important. You did not just say at school or at university, because that would be a kind of discrimination to people who've never been to school, to people who've never been to college, who've never been to university. She mentions also farms, factories, offices where he or she works. Yes, neighborhoods, such are the places where every man, woman and child seeks equal justice, equal opportunity, equal dignity without discrimination. It starts at home. You do have a brother, a sister, probably 2, 3 brothers and sisters. And at home, you're always seeking equal justice, equal opportunity, equal dignity without discrimination. This is what happens at home. Later you move to high school and to university, and you're also seeking what? What are you seeking?
Justice.
Equal rights, equal opportunities, and equal dignity without discrimination. Always remember this term, dignity. This is the term which led to the revolution in Tunisia. Dignity. Is this clear? Unless these rights have meaning there, where? Small places, small locations. They have little meaning anywhere. Unless they have meaning there, those small places, they have little meaning anywhere. What does she mean by anywhere? Worldwide. If you don't know your rights, here, in this class, or at school, you can't know your rights in a globalized world. Is this clear? Without concerned citizen action to uphold them close to home, we shall look in vain for progress in the larger world. When I ask you what is the most important sentence in this paragraph, this does not mean that you have to choose one. This means, this is probably the mistake of students in the exam. They thought that the question was about one paragraph. Some gave me 10 paragraphs, and they just got 5 or 6 or 7, and others just wrote 5, 6 marks, and they got very good marks. So it's not about the number of paragraphs. When I ask you, what did you understand from this paragraph, or what is the most important sentence, this does not mean that you have to choose one and write it down. It means that you have to rephrase it, read it, understand it, and choose one with your own words. You can use the terminology from the paragraph. This is why I'm asking you, what have you understood? You should not read. You should be able to give me one sentence which summarizes the whole paragraph. So I'm able to give you one sentence, just one, without reading. Don't even look at the paragraphs. Forget about the paragraphs and the documents that you have. You can read them at home. What about now? Yes, please. Go ahead. Can you do it? Can you do it? No, give me one clear sentence that we can imagine if we 10, how would you do it? Yes, please. You could probably add individual, right? Start at home. But this is the first step. I want to mention the second part. You see? Yes? What? Dignity starts in the small world. It's good, but it's not enough. You have to be able to grasp the meaning and to summarize. Is this clear? Yes, please.
We must guarantee these rights in the smallest and closest places in order to spread them worldwide.
Thank you very much. Would you repeat it?
We must guarantee these rights in the closest and smallest places in order to make them spread them worldwide.
Is this clear? Can you write it? Did you write it? Please, go back. Repeat again. She's the teacher now. I'm just observing. Actually, her sentence is even more important than what I have said. It's more important. That's what I want you to get at the end. It's not copies. It's not copy and paste. Because if you copy and paste, you will not be able to understand the concept of human rights. You'll probably get 10, but you will forget. And if you forget, it's a sign of failure. Okay? Again.
We must guarantee these rights
We must guarantee these rights
in the smallest and closest places.
in the smallest and closest places. In the smallest and closest places. In order to make them spread worldwide. This is what I want you to do, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I want you. Not just copy and paste. In the smallest and closest places, in order to spread the word or make them universal. Is this clear? So this is how you have to proceed. To read, to understand the paragraph, ladies and gentlemen, try to choose the right terms, and then write again with your own words. It is clear? Thank you for coming. See you next week.